We had a great Thanksgiving as usual with all my family and a couple of friends. How about you, Stinky? Man, Bob, this year we had to be the worst. The worst! I mean, we had all the usual suspects gathered at Aunt Myrtle's house, which was cool, but something wasn't right and definitely didn't taste right. Did you eat too much and something didn't sit right with you? No, Bob. I mean, none of the dinner was any good, but afterwards I started to figure out the scary truth. I think Aunt Myrtle defrosted last year's leftovers and served them again this year. Aw, come on, Stinky. I don't think anyone would do that. Really? Then tell me something, Bob. How could there be a turkey, but I didn't see a bird? And how could there be a lousy gravy, too, if there ain't no bird? Well, yeah, how do you explain that all? That sure doesn't sound strange, Stinky. Maybe Luke's grandma can help us figure this one out. No way, Bob. I'm not in the mood to start this morning to deal with... Oh, good morning, Grandma.
Well, good morning, boys. You know, for some reason, this church calendar has me all confused this year.
Grandma, confused? Gee, what a shocker.
I was confused because sometimes the year ends before Thanksgiving, and then we start the new year right after. But not this year.
What's the matter with you, Grandma? New Year's happens after Christmas, not right after Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving wasn't early. It happened on a Thursday like it always does. Wait a minute, Stinky. I think Luke said something about Advent coming up right after Thanksgiving. But because of how the calendar works this year, today ain't the beginning of Advent yet.
Wow, pleasant surprise. That's right, Bob. Today is actually the last Sunday of the church year, and we know it was Christ the King Sunday. You see, Jesus is the head over all things for the church, which is his body. So, on the last Sunday of the church year, we are reminded that Jesus is our King before we start the new church year.
Oh, that's right. This is the end of the church calendar, not the calendar.
Close enough, Stinky. So, on Christ the King Sunday, we remember that Jesus is our King, and unlike other kings, he actually came to serve others.
Serve others? Serve others what? I'll bet Jesus didn't serve others a turkey over a year old.
Oofta. No, not serve others like that at all. But Jesus served others by healing people and teaching us and dying on the cross for us. Now that's a serving king.
Sure is a good thing Jesus didn't serve old turkeys to everyone back then. Next thing you know, we'd all be eating Aunt Myrtle's old turkeys for Thanksgiving and kick off the Advent season.
Okay, boys, that is a troubling thought. Thankfully, next Sunday, we begin the church new year with the season of Advent and prepare for the birth of our Savior, the true reason for the season.
Wow, there's a lot more going on these last couple of weeks than I realized. Yep, a lot more than just the end of the college football season.
Well, happy Christ the King Sunday, boys. I think I'm going to celebrate the day with a nice leftover turkey sandwich. See you later, boys.
You see, Bob, you need to have a nice turkey in order to have a nice turkey sandwich. Oh, man, next year I'm going over to your house for Thanksgiving. You know, Stinky, that's not a bad idea, especially since your Aunt Myrtle may be thinking the third time's the charm for her Thanksgiving turkey. Whoa, good point, Bob. Do you have an Aunt Myrtle too? Stinky, in one way or another, I think most of us have an Aunt Myrtle.